All right, let's get started on this one. This is one that I did a while ago. I can't share my new ish with y'all for free. I gotta save that for people that are in my consulting firm, okay? So, you know what? My oldies are still goodies, all right? Maybe the quality is not as great. Maybe I've changed a few things, but guess what? All these techniques work just the same. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking wide sections, okay? We are going to be zigzagging. This took 12 foils, literally the entire head. All right, so I'm doing my little zigzaggy. I'm going in with actually, I saw another stylist do this a while ago with these big, like, cutting combs, the backcombing. This way you can take wider sections. It was Munir, I think, that I saw do that. So I was like, hey, you know what? If Munir could do it, why the heck couldn't I when you think about it? So I'm taking my little diagonal zigzag, backcombing it real nice, going in. I always saturate the underneath. It's literally a game changer. If you're going to be taking wide sections like I'm taking wide sections, you're going to want to do that or it's going to come out splotchy blotchy. And that is the absolute last thing that we want. I'm going in, I'm saturating my lightener. You're not just going to slap it on. You want to make sure that you are kind of staggering it, meaning like you're holding your brush on an angle and it's got little, the best way I could describe it is like shark teeth, right? Now I'm going in, taking a diagonal here. The only I'm leaving out some pieces in the front. Those are going to be our face frame, which we are going to do later. But as you can see here, I'm just taking a diagonal slice and then I'm going to backcomb the slice. I'm going to paint the underneath. I like to use the King's bleach. It's not easy to find, so I'm sorry about that. But it does go up to like 12 levels of lift, so it lifts really fast and it's got powder plex in it, so it leaves the hair in pretty good condition as well. Fold that over. Okay. I'm going to backcomb this. Okay, so we're at 3 foils so far. Check out the way I'm holding my brush. I know it's a little bit fast forwarded. I get bored, so I just don't want you to get bored either. I could keep talking if you want. I'm trying not to overlap those ends. I'll get back to those later, okay? Okay, now we're going to turn the client to the side a little bit. And we're going to take a big section right here in the middle. We're leaving lots of dimension. And don't worry, we are going to do a little bit of a root smudge anyway. So don't worry about being too meticulous here. Now, the key here is that you really have to saturate or it's not going to come out right. So make sure that you're really piling on the lightener. I tend to mix like a 1 to 1.5 ratio instead of the recommended 1 to 2. I think that it lifts better. So you kind of want it to be in that perfect place where you're getting lots of lift, but you are also not drying it out. So you can't make it too thick. Otherwise, it's going to dry out and stop lifting, but you don't want to make it too thin because you won't get the same level of lift doing that. So here we are. Also, we now do really cool, really fast extensions and have an extension certification if that's something that you are interested. We also have a trip to Nashville coming up. If any, it's called Slice Squad Amplify. If any of you are interested in coming, if you do not know how to implement this stuff into your business, I highly, highly, highly recommend booking a consultation call, an advisory meeting with one of my team members. Just let me know if you want to do that and I'll hook you up, because efficiency doesn't mean do diddly if you don't know how to implement it into your menu, your pricing, your business, and kind of make that your freaking thing, right? So I am super excited to be able to share that with you and put you on a call with your team. We have a proven track rate of increasing stylist revenue in like 90 days or less, 102%, which is sick. I mean, it's just like the sickest thing in the world. So we could totally transform your business from the inside out if you just freaking let us. So now you can see I'm going in with another diagonal slice here. And if you don't want to do that, I've still got plenty of resources here, but you're silly if you don't. Pop your hand underneath that foil. I mean, we're talking extensions now too, which means that you could do in 3 hours like a $1,500 ticket and not double book. That's next level. And then being that efficient could be your marketing superpower. Literally, everybody wants convenience right now. Nobody wants to sit. Our next section. We're leaving plenty of dimension in between. When we do the smudge, it is going to be at her natural level with an alkaline cream-based demi. from Magix 10, which processes in 10 minutes. It's a non-progressive color line. It's the only one that I know of that is non-progressive, processes in 10 minutes, and it's interchangeable demi, permanent, and acidic demi. So you could add drops to make it acidic, which we'll get into that in another video, the difference between acidic and alkaline when it comes to your toning formulations. And then I blend her toner up into that root smudge. And I also use Magix 10 for the toning. This was a while ago, but I think that I used like a 9 sand on her, which is yellow, yellow, green are the undercolors. I really wanted it to be nice and bright. And then I added just a little bit of 9.0, which is neutral. And that the toner processes in 5 to 8 minutes. So it's perfect. You put on the smudge, and then as you're putting on the toner, and I use my 0 time system brush, which is so fast. Oh my goodness. And this is the last one. So I kind of go on either side of the part, grab a little bit of hair so that it splits right down the middle of the part. And now what I'm going to do is she kind of wanted like a bold money piece, which means that I need to leave negative space in between the money piece and the foils, right? So here we go. I'm going to take my veiling combs. If you haven't used veiling combs before, they're pretty freaking rad. Like if I'm going to weave, I'm doing this. I like to weave the money piece. I do. I think it comes out softer, even though I'm going to go pretty bold with it here. And I pretty much go back to back when I do my money pieces. Saturate really well. And I don't use high volume either. It processes really fast. And that's it. Literally, we're done. We just have to do the root smudge. Okay, so my studio lighting is so bad, which I have since figured out, to be perfectly honest with you. Getting in with that 0 time system brush. Doing my little smudgeroo. But honestly, this is so much lighter than it looks here. My lighting, I mean, it's just warm. Ugh, so bad. So bad. And here we go. Look at this finished result. It is so beautiful. You see how leaving that space was really important for the money piece. Nice and blended, 2 hours.